Yo, 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 hello, what's going on, guys? I just had to get a few things set up. I'm going to send out the link to my Twitter. How do you guys do yesterday? Now you can hear me now. Hello? I was muted. You should be able to hear me now, though. Type 1 if you can hear me. Hello, hello. Can really no one hear me? 1 second. Oh, you can hear me now? Alright, cool. Alright, let me just get this link sent out to Twitter. Alright, good. Alright, I'm gonna start going over my bias. I just wanna make sure these links go out. I just posted my Discord. Alright. I'm gonna wait till there's about 50 people in here, then I'll start going over my bias and stuff. If you guys want less of a delay, make sure you're clicking 2 times, or fast forward this 2 times. Okay? You gotta fast forward this, just click the fast forward 2 times button. And you should get like a 10-second delay, which is barely anything. Alright, so really today, not going with it. I'm not going in with any bias. Usually I do. Okay, I'm gonna wait till either a high or low is swept. So, and I am gonna see if I am. If you guys didn't already, I said I was gonna take a few plays on that funded account and YOLO a few plays that I posted on yesterday, or that I said to buy yesterday. So, if you guys aren't already, there's an Apex 90 sale, and it's actually they extended it 1 more day, so you can still purchase an account if you want. And I'll post my referral code in the thing, but I'm gonna be taking a probably a few plays, or maybe like full port to liquidity if I see really obvious equal highs or lows. This right here, I don't think this is enough of a move, or else I would definitely full port long here. I'm gonna wait till I can get at least like 5 points. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I probably will end up doing it on NQ. And the reason is, I think NQ is gonna be a little more whippier, so I think it's gonna hit the price targets a little faster. ES just hasn't been doing that as much recently. So that's kind of why. But yeah, yesterday was like, again, it's very. I've been going. This is one of those weeks where even the last 2 weeks, you can't really go in with too hard of a bias because of this. Okay. Right. It's hard to guess where if we're going to sell side or buy side first. I've been able to guess pretty well, but just out of order. So I said for a while we're gonna hit, and I said for a while we're gonna hit 4144 and yes, and we finally hit it yesterday. But I was kind of a few days off on that. So I think like it's hard to guess which order we're gonna hit sell side and buy side in. Okay, obviously you can see we end up hitting 4144. I thought we were gonna hit it here, and I thought we were gonna hit it here, but we never hit it once, and we end up retracing. So this is, I think it's important to go into the bias. Really, what I think is gonna happen today is I think we're gonna break above this. Okay, why do I think that? Well, low resistance liquidity, and if you watch my momentum video, my draw on liquidity video, right, we have this nice giant green candle breaking over a bearish fair value gap, right? Therefore, I think buy side is going to be up here. Okay, so this is where if I had to guess, this is where I think buy side is. And we swept the low. Okay, so we swept sell side, right? So that's important to note. And I think really if we got a long out of this, like a pullback and open, this is gonna be the play. Then I might go pretty heavy in. So that's what I'm looking at now. And then another thing is there's an unbalanced fair value gap up here. So unbalanced fair value gap, low resistance liquidity to the upside. NQ looks I guess bullish here. But yeah, that's kind of my guess right now at the moment. I'm gonna wait to see it open. If we can get a pullback down here, I'm gonna probably long this at open. If we get like a confirmation set up, so that's really the play I'm looking at now. DX or Dixie, right? Yesterday I predicted Dixie was gonna go like this, but we kind of went up a little bit. But I still think we're gonna retrace the discount. Okay, premium and discount. If you can see. Right, we've equal highs above, which is good, but we haven't hit discount yet. So I'm expecting us to hit discount, retrace to this fair value gap, and then go up and hit these equal highs. Okay. Yep, there's news at 9:45. Yeah, what's up, Eric? So the only issue with full porting this long right now is I don't know if we're gonna go like this or we're gonna go pull back first. So again, I think it's gonna be safest if we pull back first, then I full port. And I'll probably half port the first play. Why voice is double? What do you mean? Yeah, there's orange news at 9:45, so I'll be careful of that. Voice not double? I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that means. Maybe he's hearing two of me? This is probably gonna go up into buy side right now. It's fine though. It's fine. No, it's alright. It's alright. The reason why I also like this is again smooth highs. They're not perfect equal highs, but they're smooth, right? So smooth highs. What do we know that as? Retail resistance, okay? And we usually break retail resistance, so. Also, like, same thing with YM, okay? You can see with YM, we created a nice 1 hour fair value gap. Okay, but keep in mind, this is actually a unbalanced part of a other fair value gap, right? So, really at YM too, you can kind of see a little low resistance liquidity. It's not as clean, but makes me kind of bullish to go hit this buy side here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, James. Heavy risk. I have 2 accounts. We're doing 2 tries on this, so. Again, I could buy like 2 contracts here, but I want to be safe rather than sorry. I'd rather wait till down here. I don't want to. If I go, I probably won't full port. I'll probably go like. I'll probably buy like. I think I'll buy like two ES cons or 4 ES cons. I think that's enough. And if you guys were on my live stream like 3 Fridays ago or a month ago on Friday, you saw I alerted like 5 million plays on that one account that I did. Okay, and I did go like I was 5 for 5 that day, so I'm not expecting to have 100% win rate again. That was pretty much lucky because I was literally. I remember that day I was short on YM but long on ES. Okay, usually you can't do that. And they ended up both working. I ended up getting out green on both plays, but not expecting that to happen again, just because the range we're in just is really bad. So it's definitely not as high probability conditions we have as that one day, if I'm being honest. So it's just I think we should be careful. And again, you guys gotta understand these were depending whether you bought the 50K or 25K. I said you could buy either. Right, they're save 90. They're less than $25, which is very, very cheap. So if you lose account, it's like who cares? If you guys haven't watched my video yesterday, I went over a review of like the New York AM kill zone session. While we're waiting for the market open, I'll quickly go over the PM session, so I think it's going to be helpful. I got off before the PM session. By the way, we did hit internal buy side, just so you guys know. Those smooth highs that I said we're going to hit. Okay, so definitely good take profit if you did chase this degenerately. Let me just quickly go over yesterday's PM session. So yeah, if you didn't see my video yesterday, yes, they are one step, James. Here's my funded toad or whatever. I just clicked it and it says, "Are you sure you want to leave YouTube?" Yes. Alright, give me one moment. If you guys are new here, make sure to like and subscribe, or like the stream. If all 100 of you guys like the stream right now, that would be amazing. I don't really tell. I don't think I've ever actually told anyone in my live stream to or my videos, oh, like and subscribe, because I hate doing that. Kind of sounds like I'm begging, but if you want to, like, imagine if all 100 of you just did that right now. That'd be crazy. I don't think I've ever got 100 likes on a video. But if you don't like me, then dislike the stream, okay? that's always fine too. If you are new, subscribe, turn on notifications. I try to upload every day. Yeah, I might try turtle souping this. I don't know. I'll try maybe. So maybe for practice, I'll try. If we get up here, I'm gonna try a single contract turtle soup. How about that? So let's leg up right here. I'll short one. I'll have like a 3-point stop because I am trying to practice my turtle soup entries. You'll dislike bot it? Okay, well if you don't like me, then dislike it. Opinions are free. Alright, I gotta update my bio real quick, and then I'm gonna go over this review from yesterday. It's kind of funny how, I don't know if you're in here, Dart, but it's kind of funny, like, we were all talking yesterday about Apex, and I was like, oh, they're probably just gonna extend the sale tomorrow or something, and they actually did. I think a few people said that. A lot of people think it's fishy, but like I know someone personally who does get paid out with Apex. Okay, they do get paid out twice a month. So they are legit. We've been trading below midnight open all of Europe. How does that play in? Well, I would want us, if I'm short, I want us to go hit or go above midnight open. Yeah, I know. It's very hard to resist 90% off. I agree. The dollar? Yeah, I think the dollar goes down here. Yeah, I'll try souping this because why not? I don't really like souping, by the way, guys. I think you're gonna have a higher win rate not souping. So like, you're gonna have a much higher win rate if you wait for like an actual confirmation setup, something like this, and then market structure shift. So obviously this is gonna be the higher win rate setup, but you could always soup. Alright, I'm putting my funded account. I'm putting the funded link in the description if you want to. Make sure to use code SAVE90 though. Do not buy that at full price. If you buy an Apex account at full price, you are a NPC. We should still go up here, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it doesn't really look like we ran these stops. Although, yes, we did wick over them once. Does it really look like these guys are getting stopped out? Probably not. So, but I still count this as, oh, this is your the take profit hit, you know? What's the soup? This turtle soup is, I'm just going to try to short this for VAG up as soon as you get in it. I'm going to go one ES contract because it is a soup and I'm practicing those entries, but I'm still going to go. So gonna try it. All right, let me just go over the so Alt plus T is a shortcut for lines and training view. Wait a minute, what? That is not the shortcut. Oh wait, Alt plus T. Oh yeah, you're right. Hey, that's sick. Thank you. I appreciate that. The thing is, I only at buy side or FVG. I'm gonna at the FVG. The thing is, okay, this is gonna be. I don't know if this soup is gonna work in ES. I feel like it's gonna have a better chance working in NQ. Okay, the reason why I say that is because NQ buy side is this dotted line. So by the time ES hits this buy side, NQ is not gonna be up here yet. So that's the only issue with this. I mean, we could still try it, but I'm not going as I'm literally just taking one ES con because again, I'm playing pretty reckless today. Obviously, I'm not taking the setup out of the blue. So I'm playing pretty reckless. But the thing is, if you're doing 3D analysis like I taught on my thread, okay, you got to see that NQ and ES, we both hit some sort of sell side, right? We hit this low, we created at 3:40 a.m. Okay. We hit sell side, we're going back up. So where do I expect? Buy side. But NQ is much farther away than ES. So I expect this to hit as well. And if this goes up too, ES is going to go way past the soup. So that's the only issue with this. I mean, I'll still try it because I'm still practicing the entries. It's not high probability at all, but I know that. I know that because I'm not. I'm playing reckless anyway, so I don't really care. Okay, there's buy side on ES, so if you did chase that, get out here. I probably could have. It's fine, though. I mean, it was still a nice play, but, I mean, nothing you can do. So, if we get into this, I'll, chase. Or, I'll soup it. I'm curious, did anyone chase this on their thing? I mean, I don't think, you didn't have to, I didn't. I almost did, but I probably should have because I am playing reckless, but I keep forgetting that. Can you use Apex for MT4? I have no idea. I don't think so. Yeah, I know it's an SMT, but like I said, the personality of NQ lately, NQ is hitting buy side very easily, much more easier than ES. So that's why I don't know if there's going to be an SMT here. And there's still an unbalanced fair value gap on NQ. I don't like this at all. I might just wait. Fuck it. I'll just take one contract up here. I think it's gonna fail, but I'll try it anyways. Actually, no. Instead of 1 ES, I'm gonna take 5 MES. Just for a warm-up. I'll take like 5 MES. That's fine. Right at 4,160. I'll take him. Alright, my limit is in. My failures have been winning. Yeah, my failure won yesterday. Yeah, I would wait for a market structure. If you're on a personal account or any sort of account, do not turtle soup this. I don't think it's worth it. I think you should wait until like an actual setup occurs. So this whole thing is a fair value gap, by the way. This whole 1 hour fair value gap. So I may have just missed this. I was trying to be a little more precise. No, come back up. Maybe I should have turtle soup buy side instead. Still my limit in. So the thing is, if we start going down and we break this order block and I'm still not filled, I'm gonna cancel my limit, because if we do go back up here again, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I see that. Damn, bro. That was perfect. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I should have do buy side. I wasn't paying attention to NQ. So NQ is at a 5-minute fair value gap at the same exact time. So my limit was a point too high. I mean, at least we hit buy side. At least that prediction's right today. I don't want to be coming in marking random buy sides and sell sides you're not even hitting. Like, I came in stream, I knew this was buy side. I explained why. Low resistance, liquidity. Right? So, at least you got to see that. But I want something else, too. Still no market structure shift. This is one of those low risk sells, but there's market open in 1 minute, so I'm not going to take it. Oh, rip. I hope this ends up failing. Damn. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. That would have been the play. My limit was too high, man. That sucks. At least I was right about the soup entry. I just wasn't sure where to soup. Come on, please bounce here. I don't want to watch this go down without me. Yeah, it's fine. I had a limit enter and it never got filled. Oh, that hurts. I know someone probably got filled here. Did anyone get filled? Did anyone soup buy side instead of waiting? If you did, this is a good scale spot, by the way. Nice, Eric. Yeah, I should have shorted that. Oh, I'm so bad. Well, I mean, I tried shorting. I just didn't get filled. Alright, well, I'm canceling my MES order for now. Yeah, I mean, right idea, I just didn't get filled. I want a little higher. It's unfortunate. It's fine, guys. Alright, maybe we could still try souping this NQ. If we get up here in NQ, If I see it start to break over this, I might long on Q. I'm trying to be careful because of news. Do I try one long on Q here? Alright, I'm going to try one long here in NQ. Okay, I'm going to try to target... I'm going to target this high first, if you can hit it. I'm going to have a stop loss of... My stop's going to be right here. Yeah, it's kind of a big stop. Shit. And I'll have my stop loss right here. I'm only taking one contract for this, kind of as a warm-up. If I get stopped, I get stopped. Definitely not a... This is more of a, obviously, a degen play. Definitely not a play to actually take because I'm just degenning this, but... you know, we'll try it. It's... Yeah, I'm probably going to get stopped. Let's see. This fair value gap's got to hold. This is pretty much my reason for taking it. Come on. Yes, sir, Ricks. Alright, come on. Give me something here. If we hit this high, I'll move my stop to break even. But if not, then I'm just going to stop out. Again, last live went well, but this is definitely harder conditions, so I'm not expecting this to work right away. We have 2 tries, which is fine. All right, if this black line hits, I'm getting out. Probably gonna get stopped here. Let's see. Come on, please hold. Again, do not. This is not a personal account play. Okay. All right, I'm getting out here. Okay, it's fine. All right, I'm out here for now. Again, that was one contract, only down $200 on that, so it's fine. Probably gonna wait for the news at 9:45 now. Again, I still think there's a possibility we bounce here, right here at least. I'm actually gonna try one short. No, never mind. I'm not shorting this. I'm gonna wait. I gotta wait. I keep forgetting there's still time. Again, the actual stop loss, as you guys know, is right here. Okay, you guys know that, right? I don't want to go too heavy yet with a stop I don't like. I think it's just best to wait for the news, in my opinion. Probably could have shorted that inverse fair value gap. Do I care that I missed it? No, I don't. That's why I was gonna chase short, but I'm just gonna wait till the news. Yeah, I know. I'd rather long here too, if I'm being honest. That's why I tried this. There's no market structure here, shift, right? That's why it failed. But I mean, I'm just playing degen right now, so I don't really care. It's on the account I bought for $25. We're probably gonna hit this low, I'd imagine. Again, ES is still, if you remember what I said about ES, I said, I drew this inverse fair value gap, and I said this is a good scale spot. You can just see how much we're holding up here. Okay. I think we might end up breaking through it and going down to this, but you can see why I love these inverse fair value gaps. It works so well. Okay, there's low and NQ. Maybe I should have chased that short. It's fine. But you can. There's an example of, okay, never hit the high, right? Inverse fair value gap, boom, dump. That's probably the play I should have taken, but it's fine. I'm just gonna wait till 9:45. I think it's smarter. We're still holding this on NQ, which is insane, and we're still holding this on ES. I'm at least waiting for 9:45. That's what I'm waiting for. Again, I know we hit this on ES, but I still think there's room up because this is still unbalanced. Okay, low resistance liquidity setting up pretty nicely here. I think we're going to break this. I think we're going to come back. I think we're going to come back to up to 13,114 at least, or 13,109. That'd make the most sense. We're still holding this inverse fair value gap. Wow. It kind of sucks because I still think the long's gonna work, but I got stopped out, and that's just part of trading. Again, knowing where price is gonna go is a lot different than, okay, here's a perfect execution, because sometimes you know where price is gonna go and it just doesn't go there the way you want. Obviously, this is not a smart play in the first place because there's no market structure shift, but you know, I still think liquidity's up, so. Come on, give us like a 2022 model. We're still holding this. Damn. Nah, nothing's happened yet. I'm waiting 5 more minutes for this news to come out. Again, if I actually, never mind. Again, DXY should hit this low. Ultimately, I want us to hit discount here, which is still bullish for yes, and bullish for NQ. It's just kind of choppy at the moment. That's why the play didn't work. Dude, if this long works, I'm gonna be so mad. Still holding this inverse fair value gap pretty heavily. News comes out in 3 minutes. There's not a single close below this volume imbalance. I just want you guys to realize that. If there wasn't news in 4 minutes, I'd probably try long here again on NQ, but I'm just gonna wait till the news. Yeah, this is definitely slow. I think the long's gonna work too, Lamani. It's just I didn't want to let my stop be that loose, and I would have gotten stopped anyways. If you're long there, that's already what 10 points I could have gotten, which I think it goes to this high. And you can just see, even though like, again, this has to do with 3D analysis, right? Even though we hit buy side and ES, okay, I know, oh, we could get an SMT here, but there's still this inverse fair value gap. Obviously, this is something like, okay, we hit buy side and ES, so I would not long this NES. But on Q, there's still this unbalanced fair value gap above, and there's still low resistance liquidity. So, like, if I'm expecting upside on Q, well, then I'm not expecting us to dump on ES after hitting buy side here too much. I would still, if there was no news, I would definitely long this, but I'm not going to be that much of a degenerate or degen. I think it's, even with news, I don't think it's good to degen because we can lose the account in one trade, you know. Do you trade straight after news candle? I kind of wait for price to settle a little bit, but I guess I trade right after the news. There are equal lows here, 4 times of them. Maybe we sweep these first, then go back up. Again, if you guys want more or less of a latency, make sure to put the video on 2 times feed. You should get like a 15 or 10 second delay only. This kind of price action isn't the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there's the wick. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't trade that. That was actually, so we swept these equal lows on ES. That was actually a bigger wick than I imagined. Wow. I probably could have swept these lows. Ugh. Hate seeing this in hindsight. Wow, dollar wicked up. Of course it wicks up when I say, oh, I think we're gonna hit this. Eventually we're gonna hit these equal highs on the dollar. Okay, I'm confident we're gonna hit these equal highs on the dollar, whether we go like this or like this. I think this would be obviously the better one, but we should hit these highs on the dollar at some point. NQ just keeps testing this. I think we're gonna go up here. NQ, you can see, yeah, swept the lows nicely. Again, I'm waiting for some kind of fair value gap, anything to enter. So far, there's nothing for me to enter. Okay, because I am kind of being a little reckless here. I mean, I could just enter here, but I still think it's a good practice to look for a 2022 entry. All right, I'm gonna try another long here in NQ, right here. Okay, 13064. I don't even know where my stop's gonna be. I guess my stops, I'll do like a stop below this wick, I guess. I'm only doing one contract still. Might get stopped here. Come on. Again, I think we break up, but I just don't know when. And I'm probably gonna get stopped. Nope, maybe not. And I also like these equal highs too. Again, we could go like this and then go up. I just don't know, so that's why I said this. There's no fair value gap entry yet, so no high probability play. Okay, I'm still doing a stop loss, Ricks, because if we go way back under this wick, then back up, I'm probably gonna lose the account. That's the issue. So I'm still doing a stop loss. You can see how important this fair value gap is. We really need to get over this still. Okay, just went back to my entry. So we swept these equal highs. Want higher, obviously, but you know, when we sweep equal highs, it's not really good for if we're in a long position, you know. And if this is a seek and destroy day, we'll just dump here again. And so far, it looks like seek and destroy, so I'll just stick with this because I'm degenning. I'd probably get out here though, like if I wasn't degenning, just because we just hit these equal highs on ES. And if I'm still in a short on NQ, if I'm still in a long on NQ, right, and I see we hit equal highs on ES, well, I think this is going to fail. And I'm going to just get out here. Yeah, I'm getting out here. This is definitely going to hit. Alright, I'm getting out here for another 10-point loss. Again, I think this is going to hit. I just don't know when. Please don't pump here. Are you kidding me? Again, you can see as soon as you go over these equal highs, just we get this slight dump. That's why I got out. Okay, there we go. There, I would have been stopped there anyway, so that's fine. Again, I'm just gonna there's no fair value gap entry. There's no ICT set up yet. This is just me trying to guess where liquidity is, which I think I know where liquidity is. I just don't know when we're gonna hit it. That's the issue here. Of course, DXY is pumping. Wow. Again, I hope, see there I would have been stopped. So it's good I got out, it's fine. Again, you guys kind of saw this in live time, right? I said, as soon as we hit these equal highs, right? On a day like today where I see, okay, after every single low we go under, we just bounce, ready? So we bounce after hitting this low, and it just like up here, as soon as we hit this high, right? As soon as we hit this high, what happened? We dumped. So I know today's seek and destroy. That's why I literally said as soon as you hit these equal highs, I'm getting out on NQ, which I probably should have gotten out earlier. It's fine though. But that was the main reason. So again, this is me doing analysis in 3D. You have to watch both because as soon as you hit CES hit equal highs like this on a day like today where it's search and destroy, in my opinion, right? That's when you want to get out. So it's good I got stopped. Down 400 now. Still a lot more room left. We'll see if we get like a confirmation long off of here. Again, I'm not really eager to get anything right now. I'm going to wait probably 20 minutes. This is a SIBI here. Seek and destroy is just where we keep going above highs and just dump. Like we go above a high, dump, go below a low, pump. So far in the 1 minute, those are the conditions I'm seeing. That's why, like again, that was a really good call by me. Okay, that's something that's going to go over a lot of your heads on why I said to get out before this dump. I knew this was about to dump because, again, seek and destroy day, as soon as you go over these equal highs and we don't go up here in NQ and we're still holding this inverse fair value gap on NQ, I know this is probably going to fail. That's why I got out pretty quick. Yes, it is. So again, if you want to go back and record, if you want to go back and see why I determined that, I think that's like a really good. Glad I caught that on live because I do that a lot, and that's you can't do that just looking at one index. You have to look at all the indexes. Okay, so I'm 0 for 2 so far. Remember last stream I was 5 for 5. So like I said, last stream when I was trading, the conditions were a lot more easier to play, and like I said, I knew today would be a lot harder to play, just because we're stuck in this giant range. So, just again, I was expecting this. I'm not saying like, oh, I was gonna come in here with 100% win rate, because I didn't think I was. Again, these conditions have been pretty difficult. I barely even traded this week, so. Yeah, YM, I definitely agree with that. Again, I'm still not fully bearish yet. Want to see what happens in this fair value gap right here. Is there an SMT here? No, there's no SMT that I see. This did make equal lows down here. And some people would say, oh, this is an SMT. Okay, this is not an SMT because these lows were never taken in either index. Whenever you get equal lows, it's only an SMT if one of the index actually takes the low, but the low is not taken yet. So I probably could short down here, but I'm not going to do that yet. Again, I do have my personal account open. I've taken no plays in my personal account yet. Nothing I like. All right, I'm gonna chase. Never mind. I'm not gonna chase this. These are gonna hit, but yesterday in live stream I said I would chase the equal lows, but I don't wanna. There's too many people in here to do that, and I'm being careful because I know some of you are trying trading this in your personal account. Again, please understand this is only with the Save 90 Apex account. So if you chase this to these equal lows, right, it's on you. Yeah, we should hit these equal lows in a second. Again, these are the lows, and we had the same setup yesterday in my stream yesterday. And I said, okay, here's where I would chase full port chase. And I'd sell as soon as you break these equal lows. And I did. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I did chase one QCon on that. I couldn't pass it up. See, that's why I chased that. Like, if you see triple equal lows on that, like NQ, you know they're gonna hit. I know if Sully's in here, he definitely just took that. So even if you don't chase that, see what that's like a 100% win rate every time. Okay, like I know something like that's gonna work. It's just triple equal lows on NAS is so much more significant. I'm not really paying attention to ES right now. Significant like equal lows on ES are, especially because I mean NQ. Significant equal lows on NQ are much more significant. Sorry, that is not the right saying. I just said significant equal lows are more significant. Yeah, no shit, Ryan. Yeah, but because this is 13,000, this is 13,000, this is a 4,000, right? Equal lows and equal highs in this are obviously going to be mid, but you know, equal lows and equal highs on a $13,000 index are going to be a lot more significant. Yes, nice job, Sean Sully. I knew you chased that. Again, I'm still waiting for a long setup, probably. I like how we have a bullish SMT here. Okay. Okay, this should offer us something. Okay, so if you guys don't know what an SMT is, it's this right here. See how we break this low, but right here we never broke, right? So we make a higher low on ES, but a lower low on NQ. So this could definitely offer a long opportunity if we get it. Did anyone else chase those lows? I kind of hinted at it, but I was like, I don't want anyone to chase this in their original account. If you didn't, that's fine. Again, still no long setup. You can still see we're rejecting this fair value gap on ES. And the thing with the SMT is, yes, this is an SMT at the moment, right? But there's no long setup yet off of it, so this might just go hit this low. Okay, the only SMTs are important when you get the actual long setup, but there's no long setup yet. So the SMT is obviously not gonna do anything for us yet. Beautiful rejection of this fair value gap on YM that I drew. It looks like, based off of this, it looks like, yes, YM's going to go hit this low and then this low. Okay, that's my guess at the moment. So that tells me what? ES is probably going to come out and hit it this low. Okay, that's okay though. We don't have to have the SMT. But again, momentum off of fair value gap, right? Tells me what? We're going to go for the next low or high, which this is the next low. And now we've equal lows here and equal lows here. So this is why I'm predicting this. And yeah, so again, if you haven't watched my draw on liquidity video, it's an important video to watch. That's the only reason why I think this. You longed for a buy side hours ago, LP. Nice. Okay, so there's the first target on YM. Okay, hopefully we hit this low. Again, so you get a short day, you just got to be careful because this is a major low. Imagine if you were on like a 5-minute time frame right now. You would not see these lows, but you would see this low. Okay, there's the low in YM. So again, if you haven't watched my draw on liquidity video, I just based off the momentum out of the fair value gap, where do we have to hit? We have to hit sell side. This is sell side, so there's that. All Alright, well, we have equal lows on the hourly now, so I'm expecting us to break these. So we should go lower here in YM, which should take us to this low in ES. Okay, there's the equal lows on YM. We should hit this low in ES. There we go. Okay, DXY. Looks like as we're not going to hit discount, unfortunately. Looks like we're going to go up here today, which makes me more bearish on YM. Okay. Probably going to hit this low. Alright. We're at 138. Okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting here. Again, you can see me checking all the time frames. Let's see here. Yeah, I still think we go for this low on ES. Slight broadening formation here, obviously, but again, YM and NQ all hit this low. Is this, what time was this low created? 7:03. This was this was at 3:15 last night. Okay. 3:15. Oh, that's the wrong one. Why don't you favorite time frames much quicker? I don't know you can do that. Again, I switch pretty quickly. Again, I just watch every time frame, see what I like. But do you know how to favorite time frames? I don't even know how to do that. Click the star next to the, go to the 15-minute and click the star. Oh. I mean, I look at every time frame, so I mean, can I do every time? I don't look at the 30-minute really. 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know you can do that. Again, DXY, I'm not gonna sit on DXY too much because DXY has not been totally perfectly following ES. So again, even though I think we hit this high, I just don't think it's significant to watch with ES here. All right, I'm not gonna chase another short here. You guys are probably wondering why I'm not chasing another short here to this low. It's mainly because just broadening formation. I know this is a fair value gap and breaker, but I don't want to risk a seek and destroy broadening formation here. I'm probably gonna come back to this chart in the afternoon and see, well, we finally hit that high in NQ, and I would be like, oh, I knew that was gonna happen, but it just happens out of order. It's unfortunate, but it's what it is. And again, this range that we've been in has been not great, but again, I've been still managing. It's also a 15-minute fair value gap over here. This is an important fair value gap, right? We would not short this, but if we break above it, I would want to see it use as support, maybe to rebalance this ITH and this fair value gap right here. ITH intermediate term high. Okay, those intermediate term highs formed inside fair value gaps are important. Which video on liquidity? I just looked through. You have like 20. Oh, it's like a week or two. It's like a week ago, I think. No, I'm not chasing this to 3.7. Maybe if it wasn't seek and destroy conditions, I would, but the macro did just end, by the way, and that's another reason why I'm not chasing this, because if the macro ends, well, I don't know, the macro ended, so I'm not sure that I'm not super confident this low is going to hit now that the macro ended. Again, I think it would have been nicer for DXY to go down here, but a lot of people say, well, how do you know if DXY is going down to discount or not? Okay, you really don't. If you have low resistance liquidity above with equal highs above, right? I'm expecting the equal highs to be hit, and that's really when I look for, okay, long setup. So right now, I would expect this to happen, right? Because, you know, simple ICT model, okay? But like right here, you can clearly see, like, we don't have to hit discount every time, and that it's just what it is sometimes. Again, it's not like I don't trade DXY or anything. Like I'm not actively trading DXY. I just kind of use it for extra analysis. But again, if this was a yes, sometimes it's gonna happen, okay? And if you look over to the, I think it was on the 1 hour actually. Was it? Yeah, it was. This fair value gap right here. Okay, tiny 1 hour fair value gap sandwiched between tiny fair value gap right here, that was sandwiched between this gap and all these wicks. Okay, this is an important fair value gap. I'm not going to explain why, it's a little more advanced, but this is really the reason, like, we haven't gone below yet, right? So this is not something I long because it's really not a discount, but it's just good to draw those out just in case. Okay, we can still, like, I am still bullish no matter what happens on DXY at the moment. But you can see like the extra fair value gap we bounce off of. It's also CE of this 4-hour wick as well. Okay. Again, you can see why I didn't chase it to that low. Okay, see why I'm not chasing this to this low? It's because I still think there's a possibility of being bullish here, which is why I'm really waiting for long. This is actually so nice being able to use these time things. Yeah, Sully, I just read chat. I need to do a class on TV shortcuts. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, and YM I think still looks bullish here. Just really waiting for a long setup. I don't like how we kind of, you can see when we go up, we're just kind of going green candle after green candle. No really good entries here yet. This is still low resistance liquidity. Yeah, just kind of waiting here. Again, I'll say if it's like a good chase or not. Again, I never said anything about this because, like I said, seek and destroy broad information. This is not a smart chase. Okay, and if you go back to the recording, I said that. Okay, never said to chase short here. Bull Knox extended at 2. Damn, every prop firm doing 90% off. Give me something. Again, this is where you just have to sit and wait. Okay, there's nothing that I see right now for any entry. 3 minute, 2 minute. I mean, there's obviously always possible entries. There's just not anything that makes me confident for a long entry here yet. Because I know we're still sitting in this 5-minute fair value gap, right? So again, this is just a good time to be in the sidelines, in my opinion. This is one of those fair value gaps where I'd want us to break above it, just because I think liquidity's higher. So you're probably going to get a lot of new ICT traders shorting this, which if it works, I don't really care. I always tell people if this works, I don't care. I still want to short it. But I think the draw is higher, if I'm being honest. I want this high out. I want this high taken. I want this high taken. See that? Beautiful. See why I said you don't. See why I said you probably want to short that fair value gap. All right, if we get a fair value gap right here, I'll take this long. We'll try that because I like this candle. See how this is a more solid candle rather than this? What I'm gonna do right now actually is I'm gonna enter one contract here. I'll enter one contract here, and then I'm gonna try to, if I can average down, I'll average down. Again, the better play would be if we came into here and hit discount. So that's why I'm expecting average down, but. Alright, I'm up 6 points here. Alright, I'm up 10 points here. I'm gonna sell here just because I want to get a decent play out. If you have more than one contract, what I'd recommend doing is just scale one here and then hold the rest till this high. Okay, we should hit this high. Okay, but that was about 10 points. Nice. Again, on that play, I'll chase without the retracement to the fair value gap because I know this is low resistance liquidity, so I know we're going to break over it without going into this. We don't have to go into that. But yeah, I'm out for 10 points. Again, 10 points is 10 points. I don't want to hold because I'm only one contract here. I'm not going to risk holding till this high. If you're in more than one, hold the rest till this. Okay, but I'm 1 for 3 now. At least I can say I didn't go over 3. I like these equal highs on ES. When we get up here, I'll probably relook for a short. Again, there's a method to my madness. I'm not just scaling here because it's 10 points. I'm scaling here also because I know there's an untapped fair value gap below here. So I know there's still a chance we retrace into it, which would stop me out of my position to break even. But if I had 2 contracts, I'd still hold a contract till these highs or multiple, whatever. I don't know how many you guys buy, but I still think we hit this high here. So see how I was like, see how I said I think we kind of break this. I just wasn't sure when. That's why, like, on a personal account, if you're ever trading a personal account, right? What sometimes happens is you can buy like right before the break and expect a break. But what if this happens, right? What if what happens today happens? Then you get it wrecked. That's why you really have to wait for a fair value gap entry. And this was the only one I saw. But at this time, this wasn't really enough engineered highs yet. And there's no market structure shift on this one. So again, if you ever see equal highs, equal lows, whatever, and you're just buying with no fair value gap, expecting us to go there, just there's always a risk that this we could dump and then go back up to them. Okay, so I was right about where liquidity was, again, just in the wrong order, and that's been happening a lot, and it's just because we're in this range. So it's hard to predict like what order we're gonna hit them in. And again, that's just, I know a lot of good traders who haven't even traded this week, and that's pretty much the reason why, because it's been hard to guess. Equal highs on a Q here, which is nice. So we got equal highs both on ES and on Q here. Again, this is just one of those situations where, yes, you can chase here, but there's always a risk of us still going back down and then back up. Okay, there's these equal highs. Since I long, the play's been about 15 points. If you're still in, maybe just leave one runner till buy side here, because there's still a risk we go back down to this fair value gap. Wow. Someone in my Discord, they turtle soup that entry. That's so. Someone in my Discord, they turtle soup that entry I wanted earlier. Their limit was a little lower than mine, so oh, that was a good play. Again, you can see this is just engineering liquidity, because I think we're about to get a big candle here. Got to break. Here's the big candle I was talking about. This has got to break for this to be even bigger. Okay, there's equal highs break. If you're still in on Q, okay, I would probably be. All right, there you go. All right, sell all on Q. There's buy side. Beautiful. Okay, if you just full ported that, you're probably way back green. If you just full ported that on your Save 90 account, you might have even passed the challenge with that. There we go. Did anyone who took that? Type 1 if you took that. One, nice. And I know you guys typing 1, you probably took those losses too. I mean, that was a good size win though as well. Wish I had more than one contract on that. It's fine. You taught that on ES, okay. Yeah, trading ES is fine, but you can see NQ just moved from my entry. NQ just moved almost 30 points. ES moved about 3. So now that we hit this buy side on Q, this is where I'm going to wait for a potential short. Okay, I'm not sure exactly where. This is just where you have to wait for a bit more structure to form. Yeah, I agree, Rob. I totally agree with that. Again, there's... Rob said, don't ask who caught only the winners. Doesn't matter what others do. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you guys do. I'm curious. I'm a very curious person. Again, as long as you guys are understanding, it's not about how many wins and losses you take, right? As long as you guys are understanding the reasoning why I thought we are going to go up here, right? If you watch my draw on liquidity video, okay, you clearly see, like, we bounce off this 15-minute fair value gap on NQ that I had drawn, right? That I drew. And what do I see? Momentum off this candle. We broke through a bearish fair value gap, right? So I know the draw is going to be this high. As long as you guys understand that, again, it's going to set you up long term rather than, okay, just take every single play you take, right? Okay, that's the most important part. So, again, if you can understand that, that's key. Also, we get the equal highs and ES as well, which is why I like that. See how the target on NQ was, see how it was this high, but the same high in ES is right here, okay, which are equal highs, by the way. The reason why I took NQ on that is because, like I said before I started the stream, NQ has been whipping around to targets much quicker than ES. You can see, like, ES, this would have been the target, but whenever there's equal highs before buy side, I don't stay in much of the position after we hit equal highs, especially if there's buy side above. Again, these are equal highs, yes, but what's the difference? The difference is these equal highs are right next to each other, and they're also formed before 9:30, so not as much weight in them. These equal highs are formed 9:49, 30 minutes apart from each other, so we know this is going to be a much more significant liquidity pool than these equal highs right here. Okay, because these are more spread apart, they're formed at different times, and they're formed when there's a way more volume here than right here. So although these could still hit, I'm just, again, I don't hold much past an equal high setup like this, even if I think we're hitting higher. So that's why I kind of took NQ on this, because I thought it would offer a little more. Type 1 if you understand that. This fair value gap right here, right? I am not shorting this. Okay, why? Because there's not really any break in order flow yet. We're still holding this order box, and I still think there's a possibility to go hit these highs right here. So, not really a textbook short yet. Again, I'll just wait until maybe we dig a little deeper. I'm talking to someone. Don't know if you guys know OPSEC on Twitter. He's a good follow. His @ is, let's see, OPSEC space crypto. Okay, if you want to drop him a follow. He's waiting for a little high of a price right now, and then he's going to look for something. So again, he's a liquidity trader just like me. It looks like he hunts for liquidity. Again, hunting for entries is one thing, but this is not an entry I take because, again, I still kind of, I don't think this is just a textbook. I don't think this is a textbook short yet, but, and this is one of those fair value gaps where if it works, I don't care because it's just not good in my opinion. But again, go give him a follow. Yeah, Tim, yeah, I can. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, Jalen McGarry. Did I say that right? Teach you more about equal lows and equal highs. I've done a lot of teachings on equal highs and equal lows, but like, it's hard to teach like. Equal highs and equal lows are subjective at times. Like I always say, equal highs and equal lows formed before 9:30, not as significant. If there's two, if there's like more than 4 or 5 sets of equal highs or lows formed before the market opens, then those are significant. So like, see if I can find something. Like during Asia, there's not a lot of volume, so I'm expecting a bunch of equal highs to be formed in the first place, right? So like, you can see like right here. Pretty obvious that this is setting up for a break because, again, just huge liquidity pool are setting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say this is 6 because these guys don't really get stopped out. 7, 8. Like when you see this before the market opens, those are significant. Okay, same thing with like right here. But if I ever see like 2, like this, eventually they will hit, but I just don't pull as much weight in those. Okay, and this is obviously something that I've learned as I've traded with them, but I think the highest probabilities of the equal highs are, I think the highest probability of equal highs are the ones formed at the 9:30, and on the 1 minute chart I make sure there's like 3 or more, or if there's only 2 I make sure they're far apart from each other. So because these are so far apart from each other, a lot of volume creating equal highs this far apart from each other, this means that this is going to be a much more important liquidity pool than something like this because these are just equal highs formed right next to each other. So this is more prone to happen as like an accident versus this is more prone to happen on purpose. Okay, there's a big seller up here. That seller's going to get taken out. This could happen if there's like a time frame switch right away. So like, I still kind of mark these, but stuff like this where they're spread apart, 2 equal highs or more in the 1 minute, those are important. If they're right next to each other, they have to be at least 3 or more. So if this was the third one, then I'd be a lot more confident of us. Okay, we should go up here. That's that. 5 minute time frame, I feel like 2 or more is fine to look for. 2 or more is definitely fine to look for. Okay. But that's really what I kind of look for now. If I ever see, another thing is if I ever see like equal lows inside a fair value gap with low resistance liquidity above, right, I expect something like this. That's another thing I look for. So sweep the lows and then highs. If I ever see equal lows and equal highs at the same time, I don't guess. I wait for one to hit and then the other. So yesterday, if you look at this happened yesterday, I think. It was right here. Where is it? Oh, this is the 5 minute. So like here, look at right here. Okay, this is a perfect example. 3 equal highs right here. So I know for a fact we're going to hit these, but we have equal lows right here. So if I had to guess, I would guess we're going to do this. But I'm not sure which order. So it's like, okay, if we do this, then I expect upside because 3 equal highs in the 1 minute, these are pretty significant. So you can see, let's see if this works out. So we just swept these lows, beautiful. Again, I want to, as soon as you sweep these lows, I want energetic displacement up. We might not get it yet. I'll come back to that. But like yesterday, yesterday is a good example off of open. And also this was a good example too. Okay, 3 equal highs, and these weren't right next to each other. So this is a very, very major liquidity pool where I know if I'm chasing here, I know is 100% win rate hitting. And that's not me exaggerating. I did take this pretty heavy, but like right here yesterday at open, okay, we got these equal highs. Wait a minute, this looks different. Where was it? Oh, it was right here. So we have these equal highs, and like I said, this is the 1 minute chart, and there's only 2 equal highs here, right? So right here, I basically count this as, okay, this is actually 4 sets equal highs because they're tick away from each other. I think they're pretty significant. If these were only 2, I wouldn't care about them, but at the same time, we'd equal those below. So like, I'm really not guessing which ones we're gonna hit first. I just wait till one's swept, and I actually thought these were gonna be swept first, but they weren't. We actually ended up sweeping these first, then we went down. And if you notice up here, do we create any equal highs up here before we go down? No, we do not. So that's another good sign. If I see us forming equal highs or equal lows on like live time inside of fair value gap, I usually get out of position. So like, actually, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But anyways, like if we ever have equal highs, equal lows, like 2 sets right next to each other, these are important. Again, not as important if they're only 1, 2. If these weren't here, I wouldn't really care about these. But these are so close together where this is still like a decent sized liquidity pool. I think these are more significant than this, but I still think these are significant enough to get hit because these are far apart from each other. So this is definitely not a purpose. Well, this has more of a chance of being an accident. And like right here, you can see what happens as soon as we sweep these, we go up again. And I actually took this short, and I was hoping it would fail. I was trying to prove a point, and it didn't fail. So whenever we sweep equal lows, I never actually short the fair value gap after we sweep equal lows. So we swept these equal lows, and this actually ended up working, but then we just came back and hit it later. And this is what I was talking about. Like, you're never going to know. Like, I saw low resistance liquidity here forming. You're never going to know when it's going to break without an entry. And there's actually never an entry on here to break this until right here. So even if you tried guessing we're going to break above here, again, same thing that happened today. We just broke down, then we broke up. So, like, that's why it's important to not chase liquidity. I know a few people who do that, and I kind of used to do that, but I've kind of stayed away from it a little bit. But yeah, that's like a little lesson. Again, just know that the ones formed not consecutive to each other are a lot more important than the ones formed like this. Okay, that's like the biggest thing to take away from this. Like these, obviously, these end up being hit, but I don't really care. This to me is just a normal high, especially when VIX is below 20. Okay, VIX has been pretty low. VIX has been below 20 for a while, which means we're going to get a lot of equal highs versus when VIX goes back above 20, I will put more weight on these. Okay, but for now, I'm not putting as much weight on these. You can like see we have equal highs and equal lows, and what happens, we end up sweeping these later, but I'm not just going to guess, oh, we have equal lows below, so I'm going to short, right? And again, VIX is important to look at because we're below 20, so there's going to be a lot more of these. Even like right here, you can see like we never actually go down
after forming these equal highs until we find the sweep with no equal highs. I mean, that's not going to happen every time, but again, the market tries to take these out before going down. All right, what's happening? Oh, geez. Okay, well, this didn't happen. What's NQ doing? So you can see after YM hit this high, we dumped. Again, this is why I didn't. This is why I had these highs marked. These are really the only two I wanted to be taken out. Let's see what NQ is doing at the moment. NQ is still in this. NQ is still in this fair value gap, so this is going to be a pretty major spot. Before, I actually had discount drawn from right here. So I discount drawn from this high. Notice high, you got to move it up now. Now they're creating a new high. Also, this is not a fair value gap you take because we already did hit this buy side, right? So it's not really a fair value gap you take, but I think it's still an important one to draw, if that makes sense. Because we did hit buy side. But because we did hit buy side, we're not taking this fair value gap. This is just an important one to draw because based off the momentum we get either out of this or through it, it's probably going to tell me the next draw on liquidity. So this is the only reason why I draw them. Again, I see we left these triple equal highs above here, which tells me later in the day we could possibly go to those maybe in the afternoon session. Again, right here you can see why I said, okay, I don't really care if we hit this high or not. All that I care is we hit these equal highs. That's why I ended up taking the NQ long and not the ES, right? Again, if you guys, I said, oh, maybe I'd want something like this to happen. If you guys long this just because I said that, make sure you're not longing unless I say I'm going to long, because this is still not a play I would have taken. Even though I said, oh, this could happen, I'm not taking that long. Because, again, we did hit these equal highs. I never long after we hit equal highs or equal lows. So just be cautious of that. And again, you have to know the conditions you're coming into, right? We know today, seek and destroy. What's happening? After every single low and high we hit, we just go the other way, okay? We hit this low, go the other way. I know this was a 15-minute fair value gap. Same thing with this. We hit this high, go the other way, right? And you can even see, like, even off of open, same thing was happening. We hit this low, went the other way. A lot of these lows kept getting tagged, then going up, and then we finally broke out. But you just got to be very cautious of that. And you can see exactly why you wouldn't long this, right? Even though I think, oh, this is a possibility, I'm still not longing this because we did hit this buy side area. Okay, there's the low finally taken on ES. Okay. So we finally took that low here. Again, there's still probably an opportunity to watch for longs because we know we're in this fair value gap. Still, if I see us really dump through this and just hard acceleration through this, I'll probably just reassess and probably be done. But knowing we still are in this fair value gap, it's still an important low because, again, low inside a fair value gap often leads to this inducement, right? As much as I want to chase short right here in NQ, I'm just going to stay out. And imbalance is the same as the E-mini. Yes, now ES is weaker than NQ because ES is at low a day, which makes me not want to take this for a value gap, right? Because ES hit low a day. So if ES hit low a day, why would I want to take this for a value gap? You wouldn't. That's why I'm not chasing this on NQ. Yes, this is an SMT. If we do get a long setup here, I'll take it. So far, I see nothing. Again, there's a lot of SMTs to form. It's just you have to wait for this SMT, then the long setup. You can't just long base off an SMT. Yeah, again, this is where I'd watch for another potential long. Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna get it, if I'm being honest. I think we might come down here still. I mean, this is where I kind of wait to see what momentum kind of does here. This is going to be a very important fair value gap, because if we can reclaim this, oh, definitely long this. But for now, I'm probably just gonna wait. Same with this right here, right? If we get I could definitely see us getting a long setup through here. I'm just not totally confident we will. The 1050 macro did just start, so I'm gonna get off right after this ends. See what happens here. And the only reason I do like this long is because this still is a bullish SMT, right? So David Burns. David, this is off topic, but I think I know a guy. I used to listen to a singer who had the same name, David Burns, I think his name was. I don't know what happened to him though. Do you guys understand? Type 1 if you understand why you wouldn't short this for a value gap, even if it works. Okay, this is very small, but it's there. I should have taken this. All right, I'm gonna try one more long here in NQ. I'm gonna try one long here. I'm targeting this for a value gap. Nice. Wow, just a little higher. On a nice push here. I don't like how you can see there's still this tiny bearish S&P. I hope this fails. You can see a tiny, tiny bearish SMT here, right? But again, it's still pretty. We still have the bullish SMT, which should trump this. Let's see. Okay, hit this high, and then I'm getting out. Okay, it just hit my limit. I'm out there. My guess is we do break through this high, but again, I don't care if we break it or not. I just sell when we hit the high. That only went like 3 points. Wasn't that great, but alright, well, we got that. Now 2 for 4. Wasn't really, that was only 5 points, so not great, but I'm guessing we will break through these still, if you're still holding. Again, we don't have to, but so yeah, there's the break. So there's the break. So again, I would be all out here. Okay, the reason why I like that, okay, tiny fair value gap here. I saw the nice momentum off this candle. You could even got in this retrace, equal highs above. Pretty textbook there. Just want 10 points if you held past the high a little bit. But yeah, all right, well, 2 for 4, not bad. So there's that. I'm still watching for potential long in here. I think if you're still holding a runner, hold a runner till this high, just in case. Just in case. I'm not saying we're going to hit it, but I think it's worth it to hold a runner till this high. I just sold a little early. It's all right. Well, at least I can say he had a 50% win rate now. Damn, I sold a little too early. See, I was expecting this to happen anyways. Fuck. Again, can't be emotional. This is a YOLO account, so I don't really care, but you can still see why I long this. Type 1, or who took that? Type 1 if you took that. Again, I'm just curious. See how clean that was? Yeah, I mean, Zoro, I already said I'm taking the long here. Like we were like 13,018. Yeah. You took that, Jake? Nice. Yeah, I sold that a little early, but you can see why I long that. You're still holding? Yeah, I think it's worth it to try to hold a runner till at least up here. Okay, I think I know this is really the last possible spot you want to be in most of your position. So I'm being serious. Really be out of most of your position here. Okay, just hold one runner just in case. Just in case. Okay, I'm now up $600 on the account. So now $675 to be exact. But the reason why I'm saying to really be out most here and then Q is because even though I think we're gonna break above this on ES, it's just a good spot if I'm wrong. And again, just hold till this high just in case. So I still think there's probably a 35% possibility we hit this high. That's the probability we hit the high. But again, if I'm wrong, we're gonna hard reject here. So Also, another reason why I like that is because macro time and read the bullish SMT. So. You can see like the search and destroy is kind of gone from this morning, and mainly you'll kind of see that. Again, it's not search and destroy is you can't. A lot of people say, "Oh, the whole day is gonna be search and destroy." There's just parts of it where some of it's gonna be, some of it's gonna be quicker moves and some of it's just going to be, okay, here's search and destroy. It's hard to guess. Like, right here, it makes sense for this to be search and destroy, right? Going below the slow, then back up in the S because NQ, bullish SMT. And we got the long setup right here. Even though it's tiny, it's still there. Okay, this is still an entry, which is why I longed that. But yeah, 2 for 4. I'm probably done for the day. I'm up 675 now. Hey, at least I didn't go 0 for 4. Usually, I really, again, the first play I took was this long. Again, it ended up working later. I timed it wrong. And you just have to understand the risk of, okay, don't go long here. We're just still pretty high. And I obviously caught the long later. I learned it again. But yeah, and the other play that I ended up losing, I totally forgot what that was. I don't even know what that was. I don't think it was a good play though in the first place. What was the other losing play you took? I forgot. Can anyone remind me? Was it somewhere in here? I forgot. Also, I just want to say, like, there's not a lot of ICT traders who will come on live and alert their entries in live time, right? Even though this is 10-15 seconds delayed if you turn on 2x speed, there's still ICT traders who will not do that, and I seriously don't get it. If there's somebody who can't show you they can live trade, then I would not trust them. I came in here, I took 2 losses and 2 wins, right? And I'm showing you guys this live time, and there's still not a lot of people who are going to do that, so. I know Phantom does it on YouTube occasionally, but see, I don't like this. So we're obviously, I still think there's a slight possibility to come up and hit this high in NQ, but we really need to pump out here, yes, and doesn't look like it's happening at the moment. Again, this is the second fair value gap, so would I long this? No, because if I already got in at this fair value gap, why would I relong this fair value gap? It's just 2 times the risk. There's no point in relonging this fair value gap after I already got in down here. So again, if you're not already holding a runner until up here, which would be about another, how many points would that be? 70-point play. That would be crazy. Come on, keep pumping. I'm gonna be honest. If you do have at least 2 contracts left, as soon as we hit this, I would just scale your last one, hold the last one in here. If you're still only 1 contract, it's up to you. If you're on a funded account and there is trailing drawdown, I think it's slightly risky holding till this high. So I would probably I would be all out here if there was a trailing drawdown. If it's a personal account or a static account, hold that last runner till this high. It depends on what account you're trading. But again, trailing drawdown, I would really be all out here. Okay, this is really the last spot where if we're gonna totally dump here if I'm wrong about not hitting this high. Okay, but if it's like a static, then I would hold till this high. And if I'm right, we will probably run it in the next 8 minutes, which should give us a pretty big candle. Come on, give me that squeezy candle. This is where we usually get it, and it's in that macro time as well. And again, this is just one of those fair value gaps where people are going to short this, right? A lot of new guys are going to short this. So, perfect. This is what I was talking about. Boom, baby. Come on, keep going up. A little more. Wow, I paper handed that. What a play. Again, 5 more minutes till this macro time ends. So hopefully if we run it in the next 5 minutes. Equal highs now here as well. I see we did hit this internal high as well, but this is an important high because it's it's an ITH inside a fair value gap. So this is really the last high that I would expect to be hit before this. Yeah, no problem, J Styles. Again, if you guys are green, you might have passed your account with this. Okay? Did anyone pass their account? Did anyone hold this long and pass their account they bought with this? Like anyone. I'm still up 700 on mine. I didn't pass yet. I'll probably carry it into Monday and live. I'll probably live trade it. Or Monday I'll probably live trade this account for my premium members in my Discord to see if I can finish it off. You need one more trade, then you're funded. Nice. See why this is such an important high? Okay, it's an again, I've said it before. Intermediate term high inside a fair value gap. Okay, even though buy side's up here, right? This is still a very, 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 very important high. Okay. You should not be red on this play anyways, so. Okay, this is a 15-minute inverse fair value gap. I want to see us hold this. Am I long in this? No, I'm not. How much is my Discord? There's only one spot open right now. I think there's only there's a $50 platinum tier which comes with if you get the $50 package or whatever. It's like you can get in a voice call with me at no extra charge and go over your plays, whatever you want. There's that, and then there's I'm opening it. I'm reopening it on May 1st, and I'm making the normal tier, whatever, 35 or 40. I haven't decided yet, but it used to be cheaper, like 15, but I think that was a little too low, so I raised the price a little bit. I wanted to make it like a, no, I'm not making 100s, or that's way too much. I don't know if you guys know like Manziel on Twitter, but like his is 150, and geez, I feel bad for people buying that. Very, very bad. Yeah, if you join my Discord, it's you have to pay $100 to exit. So you can clearly see we're holding this nice and first for a gap. If anyone was a degenerate and did long that, this is a good scale spot. Okay, macro time ends in 1 minute. Doesn't look like we're going to hit this high during the macro time, which is unfortunate. But still a pretty fire play. This is a little kind of, this is small, but mini trend line forming here, which is technically low resistance liquidity. So thank you, Ben. Yeah, I think there's 2 spots left right now if you want to get in. I try to, some days like I explain more, like I'll literally do like a live lesson live as price is moving. It was a little less than I normally do today. Today more I was kind of, okay, here's I'm actually looking for a trade. But other days I'll literally say, like, I'll explain a lot more. It just depends. See why I said it's a good scale spot? Just like if you did, you don't really chase this. Let's see. Alright, this is going to be important. Yes. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie. This looks like a good long, but it's, again, we're heading into lunch. The macro time's over. Equal lows below. Not high probability, in my opinion. 4 equal lows below. I still think we're going to come up and hit these equal highs, like I said. Okay, three in the 1 minute. Pretty important to me. I just don't know when. We'll probably sweep both these in the next few days. So that's, again, this is like live example. Equal lows, equal highs, 3 in the 1 minute. I'm guessing based off of structure, these will be hit first. That's my gun to my head guess. And then after we sweep these equal highs, or even sweep these highs, look for a short off of this for 160 level. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get off now, guys. I really appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, that was a pretty good AM session, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it is hard. Again, in my Discord, right? There's no lag. It's all live. It's more live. There's no latency or whatever. So it's a lot nicer. And someone even said, like, by the way, see this low resistance liquidity line forming? It looks perfect to break over. And we're still holding this inverse for back up. Someone literally said, like, this live stream kind of sucked because, like, it didn't suck, but it's hard because some of it's latent, right? So it's not going to be, there's going to be a little bit of a delay, which can be tough. And again, if in my Discord, usually there's no delay, but it's just, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. If you guys are in my Discord already, join that. Again, don't pay for my premium. I'm just saying join my Discord. There's a free trading chat. I talk in there sometimes, or I try to as much as I can if you want. But yeah, thank you for being here, guys. If you want to review this, go back and you can see all 4 entries. I don't know where they're time stamped, but yeah, 2 for 4, 50% hit rate. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, pass 1 combine, nice. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and remember, not a lot of ICT trades.